All right, hi guys. So first of all, I apologize for delaying this video, but the most voted on questions or polled questions were numbers 14 and 20. So in number 14, you're essentially just plugging x in for the x values in this equation over here in order to solve for r. So I'm going to get negative 4 squared plus 2 times negative 4 times r plus r squared equals 0. All right, I'm going to go ahead and multiply, but I'm going to also put it in standard form. So I'm going to put r squared first. That middle term will end up being over here. This will be negative 8r. And then the last term will end up being the positive 16. So I'm just solving, but I'm also rearranging them. By rearranging it, I can see that this is quadratic and it's factorable. So I'm going to make two groups. I'm going to put r and r, and then the two factors that would work here would be 4 and 4 as long as they're both negative. Okay, so my value of r should be 4. So you can go ahead and you can bubble that in. All right, in problem number 20, your goal is to clear the denominator. That should always be your goal when you see fractions. The thing I want to multiply is 6 because 3 and 2 are my denominators and those are both factors of 6. Okay, if I distribute the 6 to each of these, first quantity, I'm going to be taking 1/3 times 6, so I'm going to be left with a 2. I'm not going to touch anything on the inside here. All right, next quantity, I'm going to take half of 6, so this is 3. And then the last number will be 6 times 5 on the numerator, so that's 30, divided by 2, so that's 15. All right, so now I would solve this by first adding 3. So you're going to have 2 times x minus 2 squared equals 18. You shouldn't distribute that 2 because the square is blocking that. So instead I'm going to divide by 2. So I get x minus 2 squared equals 9. And then my last step would be to square root both sides. Okay, when I square root both sides, I'm going to get x minus 2. And then I'm going to end up getting plus or minus 3. Because remember, whenever you square root both sides, you need a plus or minus. So I have x minus 2 equals positive 3, and x minus 2 equals negative 3 as two separate equations. So my solutions will be positive 5 and negative 1. Okay, these are both what are called the roots. Roots is just another way of saying solutions. You can also refer to roots as x-intercepts, and there's might even be another name for it, but those are all just synonymous. So x equals 5 and negative 1 are the solutions or roots. They want the sum of those roots. So I'm going to take 5 plus negative 1, so that's 4. So once again, both of these fill-ins should be 4. All right, I hope that helps. If you guys have any further questions, let me know. The solutions are now posted, and I'm going to give you guys until tomorrow at 6 p.m. to turn them in since I was delayed today. All right, have a good day.